Xiongan's Millennium plan spends heavily to grab talent. China's net foreign exchange reserves gradually depleting under the influence of multiple factors. Sichuan man convicted of espionage analysis, CCP creates a chilling effect. Prominent Taiwanese political strategist wrote before passing, Li Keqiang's death was a conspiracy. Alleged photo of Li Keqiang's daughter refusing handshake with Xi Jinping at funeral sparks online controversy. It's all covered in today's China Truths. Xiongan's Millennium plan spends heavily to grab talent. This week, Xiongan New Area released measures to reward talents and key enterprises for settling in. For top scientists who settle in, generous cash subsidies, housing, and other benefits will be provided. Recent graduates with a PhD, master's, or bachelor's degree will also receive monthly living allowances ranging from 3,000 to 1,000 yuan. At the same time, the Jiangsu provincial government encourages public servants to suspend their salaries and leave their positions to engage in business overseas, retaining their government positions for 3 years. The Xiongan New Area, a part of China's Millennium project with an investment exceeding 800 billion yuan, has faced criticism for its incomplete development. The recently announced 16 measures for talent include various incentives for attracting talents, such as providing 20 to 50 million yuan in research funding, a 300,000 yuan living allowance, and a house not smaller than 2,000 square feet for top scientists working in Xiongan. Senior financial commentator Keqiang, in an interview on Wednesday, the 8th, said that since the announcement of the establishment of Xiongan New Area in 2017, 6 years have passed. Despite the well-equipped infrastructure, not many people are willing to live there. Keqiang said, the houses are now built beautifully. The original idea was to relocate people from Beijing to Xiongan, but now it seems that the task of relocation is quite arduous. I believe that people working in government agencies, enterprises, and institutions in Beijing are not willing to go, and private enterprises are even less willing. In contrast, Jiangsu province encourages civil servants to leave without pay for entrepreneurship. 14 local departments jointly decided to implement a key group entrepreneurship initiative, encouraging professionals from educational and research institutions to retain their official positions for 3 years while leaving to start their own businesses, aiming to reduce government financial burdens. Some citizens in Jiangsu expressed concerns about the fairness of these measures, questioning whether it is reasonable for officials to retain benefits like health insurance and social security while engaging in private enterprises. Others voiced skepticism about the feasibility of officials returning to their positions within the stipulated 3-year period, suggesting that those without influential backgrounds might face challenges after venturing into entrepreneurship. Zhang Jianping, a current affairs commentator in Keqiang, Jiangsu, told our station that in recent years, the government has relied on land finance, but now it is unsustainable, leading to departmental cuts and layoffs. Zhang Jianping said, there are too many public servants, and streamlining is necessary, but the problem is that organizational streamlining has happened many times, and in the end, it becomes more and more bloated. No one is willing to leave their posts. Saying that they can return to the official system after 3 years, I think it's unlikely given the current situation. China's net foreign exchange reserves gradually depleting under the influence of multiple factors. In the midst of China's economic downturn and real estate debt crisis, the fluctuation of foreign exchange reserves plays a crucial role. Recent data indicates that China's foreign exchange reserves, which have not seen growth for many years, continue to decline, while foreign debt keeps increasing. Experts suggest that if the export situation to Europe and the United States doesn't improve, the continuous depreciation of the yuan may lead to an accelerated withdrawal of foreign capital, further deteriorating foreign exchange reserves and potentially triggering a run on the currency. As of the end of September, China's foreign exchange reserves were $3.1151 trillion, a decrease of $45 billion from August, marking the second consecutive monthly decline and the largest drop in 7 months. Professor Chen Bingda from Yunlin University of Science and Technology in Taiwan notes that China's economic situation has worsened compared to the past. By the end of June this year, China's external debt reached $2.4338 trillion, leaving only a little over $680 billion in actual foreign exchange reserves after deducting the debt. This debt includes borrowings by the government, banks, and corporations abroad, not accounting for significant investments in China by foreign enterprises. Chen Bingda, professor of finance and economics at Yunlin University of Science and Technology in Taiwan, the rate of increase in its foreign exchange reserves is not as steady as before. In fact, it has even decreased. Looking at the absolute amount, its current $3.1 trillion to $3.2 trillion is still decent on a global scale. However, the major issue is its debt accumulation, which is rapidly increasing. China's economic situation is much worse compared to the past. International trade is a major factor influencing foreign exchange reserves. Despite China's claims of consecutive trade surpluses, foreign exchange reserves have not seen growth for many years. In recent years, China's main export destinations have shifted towards Southeast Asia, Russia, and countries involved in the Belt and Road Initiative, primarily settling transactions in yuan, making it challenging to accumulate foreign exchange reserves. Western countries, including Europe and the United States, have been reducing their trade volumes with China in recent years. In the first 6 months of this year, China's share of imports into the United States reached the lowest level in 20 years. According to estimates by Goldman Sachs, China's capital outflow reached $75 billion in September, the highest level since 2016. Additionally, China's efforts to stabilize the yuan exchange rate have further contributed to the decline in foreign exchange reserves. About 2 weeks ago, Xi Jinping made an unexpected visit to the People's Bank of China and the State Administration of Foreign Exchange, becoming the first leader of the Chinese Communist Party to visit these two departments since the founding of the regime. According to sources cited by Bloomberg, Xi's visit aimed to gain a deeper understanding of China's $3 trillion foreign exchange reserves. Lianqing believes that this signals China's concerns about foreign exchange reserves and even the overall financial system's risks. Sichuan man convicted of espionage analysis, CCP creates a chilling effect. Recently, the head of a state-owned enterprise stationed abroad in Sichuan was accused of providing information to a foreign country and sentenced to 6 years in prison for espionage, with a confiscation of 500,000 Chinese yuan. Analysts believe that the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, is framing citizens using the new version of the anti-espionage law. In the evidence presented by the host country's intelligence agency in court, the name of Wang was mentioned, along with 14 classified documents, all derived from materials he submitted for the overseas immigration application for his entire family. Li Jianping, an international law master's student at China University of Political Science and Law, this typical case illustrates that the Chinese, CCP, government is framing citizens to achieve the fundamental purpose of maintaining its authoritarian rule. Many people now feel uneasy, especially foreigners who are hesitant to go to China. Normal economic, trade, and academic exchanges and interactions are feared by many. This charge of espionage has become a very sinister pocket crime. Li Jianping believes that laws like the CCP's anti-espionage law are used to frame both Chinese and overseas individuals. The so-called espionage crime is a pocket crime created to instill social terror, and the CCP has extended it overseas. Li Jianping, the security of the Communist Party is the security of its one-party rule. Its anti-espionage law, including the Hong Kong National Security Law, has reached an extremely stringent level. Chinese citizens, foreign citizens, stateless individuals, your behavior within China can constitute such a crime, and even if you are outside China, it can still be considered a crime. They cannot arrest you from the United States or Canada, but if you run to countries like Cuba, Thailand, or Myanmar, with which China has an extradition treaty, you may be arrested and extradited to China. Former mainland media personality Zhao Lanjian states that the CCP's anti-espionage law expands and blurs the law, creating a legal trap used to generate a chilling effect. Zhao Lanjian, former mainland media personality, the anti-espionage law is like the crimes of provocation and incitement, expanding and blurring the law. It's a trap where anyone's behavior can be fit into it, and anyone can be implicated. Law enforcement believes whoever is guilty, not based on behavior. This is a legal trap, and the fear and impact it causes on the entire population are self-evident. Prominent Taiwanese political strategist wrote before passing, Li Keqiang's death was a conspiracy. Taiwanese political strategist Fan Chao, renowned for his unique insights, recently passed away at home, sparking attention just 5 days after sharing an article titled Li Keqiang's Death, No Conspiracy, Only a Strategy. Who is Xi Jinping's successor? Fan Chao, aged 68, reportedly succumbed to cardiovascular disease on October 6. His contributions to cross-strait politics and his 10 published books, including Who's Taiwan and Who's China, gained widespread recognition. His recent article, analyzing Li Keqiang's sudden death as a strategic move by Xi Jinping, attracted considerable attention. The article dismissed the official cause of Li's death as a lousy excuse and suggested it was a deliberate move by Xi to generate global conspiracy theories. The article argues, while it's not uncommon for someone to die of a heart attack, it is implausible for a former premier at the national level to experience a sudden incident, especially considering that he underwent regular health checks every month or even every day for the past 10 years. This is even more unlikely given the complete medical care team accompanying a national-level official. After the news of Li Keqiang's sudden death broke, various analyses emerged, including speculation that he actually died from a heart attack, pointing to issues such as the timeline of events, photos from the hospital room, Li lying alone on the bed with no medical staff around, video footage of the transportation to a second-rate traditional Chinese medicine hospital instead of a top-tier Western hospital, like Shanghai Huashan or Zhongshan Hospital, and the absence of a helicopter. Transport procedure, opting for a traditional ambulance only after failed on-site rescue. The article contends, there are too many flaws. This has led to the proliferation of conspiracy theories. However, if Li Keqiang's death were indeed a prearranged conspiracy, given the skill level of the Chinese Communist Party, it would not leave behind so many flaws, not to mention the abundance of related images that have surfaced. Fan Chao emphasized that commenting on Li's death as a conspiracy should be approached cautiously, as it is a strategic move rather than a conspiracy. Fan Chao's philosophy, emphasizing CCP does not equal China and advocating for the three spirits of Taiwan civilians, has left a significant impact on both sides of the political spectrum. His demise is considered a significant loss for Taiwan's political and cultural spheres, although his influence will continue to resonate in Taiwanese society. Alleged photo of Li Keqiang's daughter refusing handshake with Xi Jinping at funeral sparks online controversy. A close-up photo, purportedly of Li Keqiang's daughter at the funeral, has surfaced on Twitter, suggesting that she declined to shake hands with Xi Jinping, leading to her absence in CCTV footage. During Li Keqiang's funeral on November 2, Xi Jinping and other members of the CCP Standing Committee appeared, shaking hands with Li Keqiang's relatives. However, the official video broadcast by CCP media only showed Li Keqiang's wife, Cheng Hong, shaking hands with Xi Jinping, omitting other family members interacting with top officials. In the footage, Peng Liyuan, dressed in black, stands behind while waiting as Xi Jinping consoles Cheng Hong. After Xi Jinping shakes hands with Cheng Hong and proceeds forward, Peng Liyuan follows to offer condolences to the family. However, the video abruptly ends at this moment, creating a sudden cutoff. A previously leaked long-range photo showed a woman standing behind Cheng Hong, speculated to be Li Keqiang's daughter, but she did not appear in CCTV footage. The video also did not show high-ranking officials shaking hands with Li Keqiang's daughter or other family members. There were rumors at the time that Li Keqiang's daughter vows not to shake hands with the culprit. CCTV forced to cut footage, Li Keqiang's daughter disappeared. The latest leaked photo of Li Keqiang's daughter closely resembles the previously exposed long-range image in terms of body shape and facial features. Her expression appears angry and resentful, akin to Li Keqiang's. Many Twitter users believe that she clearly refused to shake hands with Xi Jinping and his entourage, hence not appearing in any official media. Li Keqiang's daughter expresses the strongest resentment and protest in this way. After Li Keqiang's sudden death, speculations abound that it was not a natural death. Chinese expert Heng Yi believes that the officially announced cause of Li Keqiang's death is not credible. He believes that the suspicion falls heavily on the Xi faction. If the internal opposition within the CCP wanted to unite against Xi Jinping, they needed an alternative candidate capable of countering Xi Jinping in prestige, preferably someone currently in office or recently retired. Keqiang is almost the only candidate. He may not even know it himself, and he may even be unwilling, but he basically meets the above conditions, posing a threat to Xi Jinping's power. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.